Hi guys, this is a tag, a different kind of tag. It's a book tag. I watched Lou Valcourt's video. It's called Wheel of the Year book tag, uh, and I loved it. I love Lou Valcourt's channel. I really enjoy watching your videos, Lou, if you're watching right now. Um, she's my fellow Harry Potter fan because I love Harry Potter too. So I really enjoy your channel, and this is a tag. She was tagged by Katie Flowers, who is also amazing, and I watched Lou's video response to the Wheel of the Year book tag, and I decided to take part in it. So this tag is based around the Wheel of the Year, and you have to choose books that relate to each Sabbath. Let's start. The first is Imbolc. New beginnings, rebirth, moving into spring. What new to you book series are you anxious to start? Now, it's not uh, exactly new to me, but it's kind of new. This is Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, and most of you may know it from the movie Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. I love both the movie and the book, and I am rereading the book because the Practical Magic because there's a prequel out, The Rules of Magic, which goes into the story of the two aunts of Sally and Gillian. So I'm rereading Practical Magic, and then I will go to The Rules of Magic and read it. The actual order, as it should be historically, is The Rules of Magic first because it's the story of the aunts in their teen years, and then Practical Magic. But since Practical Magic was written first, I'm rereading Practical Magic, and then I'll go to the Rules of Magic. So it's kind of like a series to me, and I'm really hoping and looking forward to another book with the same characters. Moving on to Ostara, Perfect Balance, Light Coming to Defeat Dark, The First Day of Spring, name a book with a happy ending. And yeah, I am with Harry Potter. This is the Greek edition, and I'm currently reading the Half-Blood Prince. I started it about a year ago, I think, reading the very first book, and I'm slowly progressing and reading all the Harry Potter books um, in a row. And I'm also reading other books too. So I love Harry Potter. Everyone knows Harry Potter. I'm a big fan. And yeah, for me, it's a perfect book, a perfect story to show, the fight between darkness and light, and uh, how it is represented in everything in our lives. Not just being bad or good, but in friendships, loneliness, being kind to each other, help each other out, and the whole darkness versus light theme. I really love that. I really love Harry Potter. For Beltane, we have Vitality, Fertility, the peak of spring, heading into summer. It is a time for passion and love. Name your favorite passionate couple, canon or not. Now, this is the book I chose. It's by Mary J. Putney, and the English title is A Kiss of Fate. I have the German edition, which is called Stürmischer Zauber. And there's the couple, I don't remember their name. Oh, yeah, it's Gwen and Duncan McTay. They are, it's all about, they are wizards and witches and living in Scotland, and it takes back to when Scotland wanted to be free from Britain, and they are, as I said, they are kind of like gods, but they're not gods. They are wizards and witches helping out and controlling the fates of people. And they meet in a way, and they have to split because of he, she stays at the castle. He has to go and help people, but they are looking at each other and taking care of each other, connecting through mirrors and through dreams. And I really loved that because they immediately connected, although they were totally different. And it shows me that even though you may not be together in the same room, you still care about each other, and there are ways to connect. And if you long for someone, and if you wait for someone, and you really want to be with someone, then they will be back, and you will reunite. And it's touching how they care for each other. So I bought this on a train station while traveling, and I wanted something to read. So yeah, I know it may be something like a romantic book, like a love story, but it was really, and I enjoyed reading it, and I really loved the magical theme and um, the relationship between those two. Now, for Litha, we have, the summer solstice, longest day. What book or character makes you feel most ready to party? I had to go with Bridget Jones. I know it's mostly, she's representing women, but I think she generally represents our generation and how we experience life. I'm being in the 30s, and I really love her because she's really spontaneous. She is so straightforward, and she doesn't really pay attention to much detail, and she makes me laugh. And I'm kind of like this. I'm like the male version of Bridget Jones. So this character in this book makes me ready to party and enjoy life. But I also there are a couple of books I've chosen. There's Katina from The Witches of Smyrna. She's a really powerful role. As you know, as a woman, she's empowering you, and empowering. This book is full of wisdom and makes you appreciate life, and makes you want to live your life to the ages, and just do whatever you want to do, and that you can achieve everything you want. So this one too, but also something from my childhood. It's Pippi Longstocking. As I said in many videos, I was born and raised in Germany, and Pippi Longstocking is very, very popular in Germany. And I used to watch, and I still have the movies with Inger Nilsson, the actress. But I love Pippi Longstocking because she reminds me of my childhood, and I had a really fun and lovely childhood growing up. And Pippi Longstocking is about how childhood should be, being free, enjoying nature, following your instincts, your passions, and just do whatever you want to do and have fun. So Pippi Longstocking too. These three books, Bridget Jones, Katina, and Pippi Longstocking, are my Litha choices. For Lammas, what tasty treat in a book would you love to be able to pull from the pages to eat? Hands down, Chocolat by Joan Harris. This is the Greek edition. God, I love chocolate. I love chocolate. I could live only with eating chocolate. So there are in this book there are so many types of chocolate and recipes, and she's working in a chocolaterie. It's like a chocolate factory, and she creates all these tasty sweets. And yeah, every time I watch the movie or read the book, I just want to eat chocolate. So yeah, had to go with this. For Mabon, it's what is a project you are proud of that you have recently made progress in? And I would say that I'm proud of working as a translator and changing jobs and following my passion and my dream. And in general, enjoying life and um, trying to be happy and making other people smile and happy. This is something that this is the way I wanted. I always wanted to be, and this makes me really proud and happy. Now, this is for Mabon. For Soin, there's the All Souls Night. You know, the boundary between worlds is the thinnest. We have to name a book that represents our ethnic heritage. Now, I'm Greek, and I'm also my grandparents came from it's called Pontos, and we're Pontiac Greeks. This means this is kind of like how can I say it? There are different types of Greeks who came from different places of the world. If you go back to went to Greek history. So I am Pontiac from my father's side, and this is a book written about this place, and it's in Turkey, around the Black Sea, and it describes how those people came to Greece back in around 1920, and how they had to change country and how they took everything they had from their country there to come in Greece. So this is, you know, my uh, represents my ethnic heritage. But also this lexicon, this is a book about the Greek mythology, and it contains every and each one of the gods and everyone who comes up in the myths in the Greek mythology. And I really love that. I'm really proud of Greek mythology, and proud of to be Greek and having this as part of my heritage. And um, yeah, yeah. And I'm also using. You have watched videos like the Olympus Tarot, the Mythic Oracle, everything that has to do with Greek mythology, everything that has to do with mythology in general. I'm a big fan of. I'm constantly reading books about mythology. I also love the Norse mythology and Celtic mythology very much. So the Greek mythology book is there. And we come to Yule, the darkest part, darkness. Um, and we wait for the light to return. What book dealt with a very heavy topic but ultimately relayed a message of hope? Now, this is by Paulo Coelho, and I have to look up the original title because I don't remember it in English. Um, it doesn't say here. Just sorry. I'll look it up. Found it. It's called The Devil and Miss Prim. Uh, this is the Greek edition again. This is a heavy topic because there's someone who represents the devil comes to a village, and he asks from the people there in the village to kill someone, and this way he will give them make them rich, and the village will have great fortune. And they are thinking and they are planning to kill an innocent soul who they don't like in the village. It's like she's like a witch, but not a witch exactly. She's an outsider, and she won't be missed by anyone. And they are plotting how to kill her. And this is quite a heavy topic, how humankind are ready to sacrifice someone for their own well-being. But in the end, they don't kill her, and the plot changes, and we come to the light, and the devil gets defeated. So people choose to stand together and not sell their souls to the devil. So this is quite a deep topic for me, I find, and with a really good happy ending. And I really like that there's a light in the cover, although it's kind of like a dark street. So this is one, and I also have a second one. Uh, it's The Little Vampire. Probably you may know it. This is a German edition. The Little Vampire by Angela Sommer-Bodenburg. It's huge in Germany. There have been movies, and even recently there's a movie out with The Little Vampire. It's not a heavy book. It's a children's book, and but it deals with a vampire. It's a lot of times the location is a graveyard. It deals with someone who has died, and it's a children's book. So it kind of like connects or tries to um, make children not being afraid of going to cemeteries and not being afraid, think of death in another way. And it also promotes, to me, I think, because the little vampire becomes friends with a human, how anything is possible in terms of love and friendships. And even though we might be totally different, literally, Anton is alive, and Rüdiger, the little vampire, is dead, and he's a vampire. But they overcome this, and they become really close friends. And this is a lovely topic to me because it shows that no matter how different we we can be friends. We can find something that will connect us and have fun, enjoy ourselves, and just, you know, be together and find something to that connects us. This is a 21 series book, really successful in Germany and in many other countries. I have them all, and yeah, this kind of deals with this topic and relates to it. Now, this is my video response, my video tag to Lou Valcourt about the tag Wheel of the Year book tag. I'm tagging every one of you who wants to take part in this tag. It will be really interesting to watch your videos and to see what books you enjoy reading and how you connect them with the Wheel of the Year. And it was really interesting. Thank you, Lou, and Katie Flowers for this tag, because it was really interesting to connect some books to the Wheel of the Year and rethink about how I see and what I think about these books and what I really enjoy about these books. So thank you again. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon, guys.